Hi, so I just want to talk about the uncomfortable feelings that we can feel when we're going through change, when we're transitioning from one state of being to another. Because often when we are going through change, it means that we're having to face feelings that we have repressed for a long time in the body. So we can get really anxious and scared about being in those uncomfortable feelings, so much so that we try to distract ourselves, move away from those feelings. And if we can't distract ourselves or move away from those feelings, and we tell ourselves it's bad, I'm feeling like this, I'm on edge, things are not good, but actually we need to reframe that. We need to understand that being uncomfortable is not bad. It is not bad, and it's usually necessary for change, because often we've repressed lots of emotions because we've been scared to feel them, because we've been scared that they feel bad. But if we just allow ourselves to sit in being uncomfortable, if we just let ourselves sit there and just breathe through those feelings of being uncomfortable. We might have to do that for a minute. We might have to do that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. But what you're going to see as you would just allow those feelings, you're going to see those fears are false experiences appearing. You're going to see that nothing happens to you. In fact, what you're going to see as you allow yourself to sit in the uncomfortable feelings and just allow them to pass through you rather than resist, hold on, repress, again, because you're fearing something bad's going to happen, because they don't feel good, they're going to start to dissolve because they're actually being released from the body. So, it's okay to feel uncomfortable with feelings when it comes to things like anxiety. We can just allow those feelings to move through us and realize as they do that, we start to let go of them, and we start to show to ourselves that it's not actually, nothing bad's going to happen to us. We've been really taught to move away from uncomfortable feelings, and that's why we have so many repressed emotions, because emotions that didn't feel good, we've been taught they were bad, we've been taught to repress them. But we need to be able to sit with them. Think about teenagers. When you're growing as a teenager, you go through what we say growing pains, because growth can often be uncomfortable. But it doesn't have to drag on for a long time. As we allow ourselves to sit in that comfortable, it starts to actually transmute and actually change, actually alchemize those energies, and we change those energies. And we can also look to nature, and we can see ourselves reflected in nature. You can think about the butterfly, which is the symbol of transformation, and for good reason it's a symbol for transformation, because the caterpillar goes through shedding its skin, and that's like us shedding those false beliefs about who we really are, that are programmed and put onto us. We start to shed those, and it can be uncomfortable as we're shedding them. But then when the caterpillar goes through the metamorphosis, that is a really uncomfortable process, where it's basically becoming like liquefied inside. And imagine if at that point, when that was happening, if the caterpillar just was like, no, I'm going to resist this, I'm going to move away from it, then it's never going to emerge as the butterfly. It's never going to find its wings and emerge as the transformed butterfly that it does, as it just allows itself, so it just sits in that uncomfortable feeling and allows it to pass, and then it emerges as the butterfly.